We need to get back to actually liking what we create, like finding genuine joy and fulfillment out of the things that we make that has nothing to do with anyone else, nothing to do with our audience, nothing to do with other people's expectations, how well we fit into a genre, how closely we sound like somebody else. And I'm guilty of this. I made my whole channel talking about how to write like other people, but we need to get back to genuinely finding real natural joy out of what we create, because it's really, really hard to create, and it's a really difficult time to be alive right now and to just be a person. And what I'm doing, what you're doing, is really, really cool and special, and we are the ones that are going to spend the most time with what we create from start to finish, and then once it's finished, for the rest of our lives. So our relationship with it is extremely important, and I feel like this is something that is just not talked about enough. I think somewhere along the line we deprioritized the joy of what we're creating and instead put on a higher pedestal how to produce faster, how to sound like somebody else, how to fit into a specific genre, or how to get the most engagement on TikTok, or whatever it may be. Somewhere along the line, joy got deprioritized, and I think especially right now, it's really, really important. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been helping me get that back. Like, I'll say for me personally, 2025 has been the absolute hardest year of my life. Miserable, roughing it, really, really bad. It has also been the year that I have been the most creatively fulfilled. And nobody's seen it. I know absolutely not on this channel, nobody's seen it. I've been dead quiet. But during that time, I've learned so much. And genuinely, I think a lot of it is coming from some of the mindset shifts that I've been making. So I want to explore some of that today. This is not going to be a how-to. This is just going to be some thoughts that I've been exploring that have really been helping me and have been allowing me to get my joy back when it comes to creating. Why is preserving your natural joy, like your internal creative world, not talked about enough and deprioritized? In my opinion, I think a big part of it is because a lot of people don't know how to do it. A lot of creators don't know how to manage their own creative internal world because they're so focused on all of the external creative factors that they have to tend to, whether it's their audience, keeping up with everyone else's pace. It feels like if you stop creating and you take a step back, it feels like death, because it kind of is. Like, I can tell you my channel got demonetized, I lost viewers, I lost some subscribers from not posting for a while, so you definitely pay for taking a step back. The level of fulfillment you get out of what you create is the only thing you can truly, truly control, and no one can take that from you. So while you're going through your very difficult real life circumstances, mental health circumstances, financial, family responsibilities, all the things that actually make it really hard to lock in and really hard to produce as fast as everyone else or in the way that everyone else is producing, your internal world creatively can be the safe space and like the safe haven for getting through everything that you're getting through. And that is what keeps you from getting burnt out. No one can take that from you. While everyone else is like, when are you gonna drop this? When are you gonna drop that? Or you at least feel the pressure of everyone else. They don't take home all of your problems. They don't take home all of your passions. They don't take home all of your reasons for doing what you do. They just go on with their lives. They consume your content and go on with your lives. I think what I'm trying to get at here is writing out of passion instead of pressure is so much more sustainable and fulfilling in the long run than just trying to lock in 24/7, lock in just because you feel like you have to. You don't have to. You can, but just know that depending on your life situation, if you're really roughing it right now, locking in may cause some serious damage to your mental or physical health. And after you create whatever thing that you're trying to create, you're taking a big risk. All of that sacrifice that you made, it may not even be worth it. Like that, and that's the thing that sucks to hear. That's the thing that people don't talk about. We create, and we don't think about how we're gonna feel when it's all done. Was the way that we got things done actually worth it? A lot of times, the answer is no, but people won't tell you that. No one's gonna actually say that. They're gonna drop the thing and promote the thing and then move on, and you're not gonna know that. deep down they're like, wow, I don't actually know if the juice was worth the squeeze. That's what people don't talk about, because why would you talk about that? Why would you share that? That's disappointing, that's embarrassing. But you know the difference between people who are genuinely locked in emotionally to what they're doing versus people who don't. Like Mike, one of my favorite rappers, a lot of you guys who watch this channel know him. He said it best. It's not about the skills, it's about the passion. People enjoy seeing other people pouring their hearts out on stage. If you don't have anything left in your heart to pour out, the way you perform and the things that you perform and the way that you create, it's not going to feel as full of that like intangible magic that brings people to you, right? People who are really locked into what they create, and it makes better art. And I know, at least for me personally, the things that I've been working on, again, behind the scenes, nobody else has been seeing it other than, like my close friends around me that have been helping me create. I love these things more than anything else that I've created. Doesn't matter what time of day, what's going on in my life. When I work on these things, it makes me feel happy. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's really, really important. Okay. The sun's going down. I gotta finish this. I was on Instagram a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. My friend just posted a really simple graphic. It was a list of things that drained her and things that brought her energy and brought her passion. And I made a list of the same things for me, except specifically when it came to what brought me creative joy versus what drained my creative joy and filled me with anxiety. So I made this list, and I have been using it to guide pretty much every single decision that I make when it comes to my work. And I'm just going to share a couple of the things that are on this list for me personally, and I think you should make your own list. Explore this concept because it has really helped me. So this is my list. These are things that drain my creative joy. Skill insecurity, fear of missing my goals, expecting music to immediately replace my full-time job. These are things that take away from my joy. Pressuring myself to write or to write quickly, comparing myself to other people, holding myself to unrealistic standards, not expressing myself authentically. I have a bunch, so bear with me. Resource insecurity, reception insecurity, fear of being uncool, pretentious, not photogenic, pressure to network or to seem interesting, sacrificing my health just to finish a song, following trends and formula just to guarantee engagement. These are all things that I still do and feel from time to time, but these are all things that actively take away the joy out of what I'm creating. And these are things that fill it up for me personally. Remembering that writing is fun, that creating is important, incredible, and healthy. Ooh. Being grateful that I get to create and that I get to do the things that I do. Trusting my creative instinct. Believing that I have something actually worth saying. Writing what interests me. Singing how I want to sing. Not pretending to be someone I'm not. Stretching myself creatively. Turning to music in hard emotional times. Playing my songs after a long day. Seeing my music or my videos impact someone. Adding my voice to a genre that inspired me. Believing that no one can take this from me. Listening to artists I admire and feeling inspired, not inferior. Keeping things simple. Going outside with my guitar. Praying. Creating without sacrificing my relationships. And being okay with my current skill level. Even just like going over this list of things that bring me joy and happiness, I literally feel calmer just thinking about those things. These are the things that have been keeping me going, despite any life situation that I've been in. And I think that when you start thinking about these things, it makes what you're creating so much more precious and special to you. Ever since I made my list and started making every creative decision based off of this list and what actually brings me joy creatively, like natural joy, I have written more than I ever have, ever. In the first 7 years of me trying to write, I was so anxious. I created all these imaginary deadlines for myself, all of this pressure that really didn't need to be there. And I had 2 songs to show for it that aren't even my best work. I've written almost 20 songs since the beginning of this year, and it's been the hardest, most stressful, most painful year of my life. But I started going to my music and going to what I was creating as a safe space, not just another place for anxiety and insecurity and pressure. You have enough of that in the rest of your life. Just remember why you're doing what you're doing and trust that you will lock in when you need to lock in. You'll wake up when you need to wake up. Just trust yourself a little bit and trust that, you know what, when you are ready to release whatever it is that you're trying to release, the world will still be there, and who it's supposed to reach, it will reach. So if you're really stressed right now, or there's a period of your life that you're going through that feels like impossible, fall back on what you create. If you have deadlines that are stressing you out that you know you won't hit, just let it go. Let it go and get back to just creating because it's what you like to do and what makes you happy. It's really important because it's really difficult to be alive right now, like I said. And honestly, you're probably gonna need every ounce of joy that your creativity gives you. So don't let life take it away. That's all I have because it's literally getting dark. Case in point, I had a whole plan for how I wanted to do this video. I didn't really necessarily want to film it here. My camera died. Literally, it's taken me like an hour to film this, and I was just like, I'm doing a cool thing. People will appreciate it. Did I do it and execute it exactly in the way that I wanted to? No. But honestly, it's done. I'm glad it's done. I enjoy doing it. I'm like filming out in the woods, and it's really nice out here. And again, what I'm doing is cool. I have to believe that. You have to believe that for you. We're doing cool things. That has to be enough. That has to be enough. So anyway. Thank you for watching this video. There's a lot more I want to share. Let's keep talking in the comments. Just do what you love to do. It will take you further than you think. Thanks so much for watching this video. Appreciate you. God bless. And yeah, bye.